Hi there. So, I did not think I would get here that I'd make the lofty goal of actually 31 in a row live days. I knew the horror movie watching was going to be not too bad, even though I just started back in my at a new job. Hey, Tanuch, welcome for the final day of this. Uh, so tonight, well, this morning actually, because I went to work. Hey, Wheels, I went fairly boring. Hey, boredom, I went and I watched what I said I wasn't going to watch. Hey, Scholar. I went back and I watched some of the Halloween stuff. Ah, happy Halloween, guys. Yeah, Nethead, this is it. There will be other live series coming up, but I don't think I'll be able to do them on a daily daily basis. Oh, you wow, that's quick. Yes, definitely, Danuj. Thank you. And I will be doing a live video for that, a live unboxing if you don't mind. Greetings, Charles. So this morning I decided to do the 1978 Halloween, and after I finished that, I said, okay, I'll watch the 2018 Halloween. Then I watched the sequel, the 1981 sequel, Halloween 2, and then because I still had some time left before work, I watched Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers. So I thought a neat little thing to do rather than just talk about the films is talk about my thoughts on these three very separate timelines. It's going to be a shorter one, Brian, although I wanted this one to be a longer one. I just got off work and it's been a really hard day, and I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I have just got to come out of the pouring rain and I am soaked. All right, so I went through the three timelines right at Halloween. I'm pretty sure I got them all, which is the Laurie is, you know, with the sister timeline. Oh, if trick or treaters come, I may have to run. But we have like a curfew here, and it's after 8 p.m. So I think unless it's like an older person, we may not get any trick or treaters after this point. Well, me right now. Better half is getting ready for. Oh, same here. Like I went, I went to work today. It was a little bit dreary, Dave, but I got out, and I guess because of the curfew, right? Because I work. The place that I work is in a mall. It's in a strip mall. So I'm building. It's an office in a strip mall. So, hey, thanks, Daz. Happy Halloween to you. Uh, I get outside the door that I normally get out, but all the lights are turned off because of the curfew. The doors are all locked. So I got to go back and go around the back entrance, which is, I don't feel really good and safe about, kind of sketchy area, and walk behind the mall to get up to Walmart to get my lunch, which I'm going to eat after this video. And I grabbed a bag of jalapeno cheddar Lay's potato chips because I had the craving for them. And damn if every 5 minutes on my way home or every few steps that chips didn't keep blowing out of the bag that I had them in, because I had them in my work case. And somebody decided they wanted to do fireworks in their backyard, which was literally flying over my head as I'm walking home. Needless to say, I wanted to take those fireworks and shove them somewhere, but I didn't do that. All right, guys, happy Halloween. So I went through 70 plus. I'm kind of jealous. I'm really jealous. I love a good Texas, actually. I hear Texas is a fantastic place. Probably the sequel. Uh, happy Halloween, Dale. So I sat down first and watched the first two, and I wanted to see how it would play for me now after so many years. The big thing that I've always hated That happens, doesn't it? The big thing that I've always hated is Laurie Strode being the sister. I wanted to see if that was going to bother me as much this time. And we're all getting bad weather. I heard the Blob one is really good. And then the features on that one, does. It's just worth getting the Scream Factory edition, which I'm guessing is one you got there. I'll have to upgrade down the road. I got the Twilight Time, but the features are just incredible on that. Perfect weather. Where I'm from, in Newfoundland, often we would have snow on Halloween, like really big snow. So I sat down and watched it again, and the reveal of like, her being the sister didn't bother me. Happy Halloween wasn't as much this time around. I'm so jealous of Blood and Lace. I saw that. It didn't bother me so much this time around. Good evening. Happy Halloween, Mug. And I actually really enjoyed part two. It was a way more solid sequel. I always liked it, but I liked it more this time around than I did other times. And it had to do with the cast. It had a really good cast for part two. I still didn't like the Laurie Strode thing. It seemed forced, but I did enjoy like the like Lance Legault and oh God, what's his name? The guy from Relentless films. Is it Leo Rossi? Am I getting the name right for part two? Maybe I got it. Is it Leo Rossi? The Amazing Grace guy, you know? And one of the most gorgeous actresses and voluptuous is in part two. So I enjoyed the timeline. Then I went on to the hey Shadow, welcome. Thank you. I did not think I'd do it, but I did it, and who knows? Maybe next year I want to plan something even more. Even more. I want to up my game. Next year I'm going to try and up my game. So I got to the 2018 one, and it was solid. I really liked the film. At times it feels it's like a really solid film. There's at times when it doesn't feel Halloween, and that's really hard to explain. Hey IB, welcome to the final day. But it's a really, really good, well-acted film. They're excellent. I love that movie, actually. It gets a lot of hate, but I actually really enjoy it. Features on there are incredible, too. I hope that, and this is not anything because of the guy's name, but I hope the character of Aaron, who is the podcaster, isn't totally dead. Because there's so much potential with that guy, and I really liked him. And he did, even though I know Sartain was supposed to be Loomis with a twist, because I'm guessing everybody's seen it now, so I don't have to like hide the twist part of it. But I really thought that actor that played the character of Aaron could have gone on to be a Loomis type character. Right from the beginning, where he's holding the mask out and he's basically telling him to talk, say something. That was powerful. I guess it was a Halloween for a next generation. And it finally seemed like a Halloween for the next generation. Oh, definitely check it out. You're disconnected for a second. Hopefully it won't go here. I didn't see it yet. I did see like a photo of Laurie like in a stretcher with like kind of like blood on the sheet, but she's smiling, so I'm not sure if it's like she's alive or I guess she's alive. Maybe it's after the next big fight. Still not quite sure how he gets out of that big explosion, but we'll see, right? He always has a way. He had his head chopped off. He always has a way. Michael's a thinking killer. He always has been, actually. That's not something that they made up. Michael has always been one of those that plays with you. Doing Christmas series videos. I don't think I'll be able to do 31 in a row again. Not like that. There's a clue with that in the t-shirt. Ooh. I'm intrigued. Hey, Rich, welcome. And happy Halloween. So, it was solid. I actually they're on par. I love the fact that she's no longer his sister. It leaves it open to go other ways. And right now, I'm hoping that that means eventually they're going to go other ways. You know, tell the Laurie story, all that stuff, get the Strode story done. But now that it's opened up that he's, you know, he's just a relentless killer, he's a predator, it it opens it up to go in a lot of different directions. We can have like a Myers in the snow type of thing. We can go like the comics, you know, like the comics did. By the way, if you haven't read the Halloween comics, a lot of them are actually fantastic. Night Dance especially, which I actually reread today to go along with the Halloween stuff. Then I get to part 4. Turn the mic. I don't think so, Mike. They almost did that though. Rob Zombie was going to do that. Remember, he was going to change. He was going to make Laurie the killer. The final chapter. Oh, that's a better name, AME. I should have used that. Damn it. I might change it. I may change it. Thank you. So I get to part 4. And it's, again, it's solid. One of the things, have a great night there, Wheels, and have a good Halloween. Oh, that would be fantastic. I've always wanted Charles to see like a Friday the 13th done, like during a blizzard. I was not a fan of the Friday the 13th comic book that was done in the snow. I didn't like the storyline, you know, paralleling to like in the past and Jason in the present. But I would like to see like an actual horror film done during the winter. I think it'd be fantastic. I had a script, a spec script that I wrote a long time ago when I was trying to get like a job at Disney in Alaska. Alaska, but maybe kind of you want to do like a thing type of thing, right? And it was basically, yes, actually, I have it now. I used to have it on my PS4, but I don't have the PlayStation Online anymore because it wasn't that great. Are they really remaking The Exorcist? But they already did a TV series. Happy Halloween, Mr. Dark. And my idea was basically that the survivors of the Crystal Lake massacres had got a support group, and they had gone up to Crystal Lake during the winter, specifically during the winter, because you know it's not the summertime, it's not the Jason time. Even the ones that were more nervous said, "Okay, it's safe, it's winter," and they start to get picked off, and at first you're not quite sure if it is Jason or if one of the survivors has snapped and thinks they're Jason. That was my spec script idea that I had done. So nice. So what do you think? Not bad, huh? I'd worked it up and I put different characters in it. But it was an idea to do something different with the franchise, and I had it put out there. It was one of the first things that I put into. I did that. I did a pilot thing for Phantasm, and I did an episode of I did Friends. I didn't sell any of these. Like it was just my spec thing, because at the time Disney had an apprenticeship program for writers. But I found out that my ex now, but fantastic lady, she was having my child, my youngest, and I decided to take my scripts off the table and stayed home. And considering what fantastic kids I got, I made the right decision. All right, so I get to part 4, and I'm so happy seeing Rachel's character again. And I'd forgotten how good of a character this was. Like, she really checked all the boxes and really filled the shoes of a Jamie Lee Curtis type of role. She was extremely good. And this is when I realized part 5 was eventually going to happen. And because of that, although I like part 5, it's a fun little film, and I actually do enjoy part 6, it's the weakest of the 3 timelines, in my opinion. due to that one mistake, the one simple mistake that steered everything clear, like off the rails, just like on a mock train. And that is, they killed Rachel. Danielle Harris's character was fantastic and should have been kept focused on. But Rachel was like the Danielle's character was the focus, like the kind of like your MacGuffin, the thing you go towards. Rachel was the heart of that film, and spent a lot of time putting this character together to make her like another another Laurie Strode. If they had taken the time, did a script, spent more than a year before they made the next film, brought back Ellie Cornell, I don't think we would have swerved off into the weird directions that we have. But we did, and that's okay. The one thing I didn't check out again was H2O. I did want to check it out, but I didn't have enough time. H2O has never been one of my favorites in the Halloween franchise, to be completely bluntly honest with you. I remember seeing it in the theater and watching it, and my friend had already seen it once. He said, "You're going to be really surprised at the end. Trust me, you're going to be really surprised at the end." Hey, Joseph, happy Halloween. So we get to the end of the film, and Michael gets his head chopped off. It's like, "What do you think about that? He's not coming back now, is he?" And I'm like, "That's not Michael Myers." It's like, "Of course it's Michael Myers. She just chopped his head off." I said, "No." I said, I'm a huge fan of this franchise. Mustafa Akkad, as blatantly said in every interview, he would do everything but kill off Michael Myers for good. So that cannot be Michael Myers. Do I collect horror memorabilia? I I want to. Obviously, I've got like some posters, and I got some Funkos, but they're not really many of our are horror oriented. When I was in St. John's, I used to collect a bit more. I have a couple things like I have got like and thanks to my oldest actually, she got me a Jason, like a NECA Jason, the one with from the Friday 13th video game, because I'm both a horror fan and a video game fan as well. And then the next year for my birthday, she got me the blue kind of glow in the dark NECA Jason mask as well. So a reproduction. So I have both of those. So I have a few things, but nothing compared to like what some people have in their collections. I'm a novice when it comes to horror collectibles. I wish I had more. Oh, Christian, welcome. Well, the final movie, well, it was movies actually. I just went through the three major timelines for Halloween and gave my I've got a Freddy glove here too actually, and gave my thoughts on each one of them. But and my favorite time. So my favorite timeline. That's what I was going to say. So my least favorite timeline because of the death of Rachel is going to have to be, unfortunately, the 1, 4, and 5 one. It just became a thing, Daz, and I never got it. I never got it at all until I had a couple. I'm not sure what it is. It may be some arcane type of magic that causes the Funko addiction. But I've got a few of them. I haven't like gone overboard with them. I like the 8-bit pixel things. So I got a few of those. And my better half, she likes them a bit more than I do. So she has all the Flash Gordon ones from the '86 series. So my favorite timeline, and this was hard. I have to go with the new timeline because Laurie Strode isn't the sister and it has more potential. It's not a long going fad though, Carlo. It's been going on for a long time now. But Halloween 2, the original 1981 film, is a solid film with some great acting and some fantastic actors. Well, Troll Dolls has kind of gone out of fashion. I had a blind date with a girl that kind of looked like a troll doll. That's all. I should not have said that out loud. She was a very nice lady. And considering my hair consistently looks like Tintin and Captain Haddock got stuck in the fly machine, I have no ability to talk about anyone. Oh man, Beanie Babies were like insane. They went up in like crazy prices. I remember, but after a while, you could get them everywhere, and like for dirt cheap. I remember going to like this, God, what was this shop? Not a Value Village, but it was in Ontario, and they had them all over the place, right? And you could buy a garbage bag full of like Beanie Babies, like this, like around like literally a garbage bag full, for like I think $5 type of thing. And they can wash them, whatever that type of thing. If you were in the Beanie Babies, wasn't kind of my thing, but I get that some of them were valuable, worth money, and that type of thing. So, because I remember that day, I went into what's the name of the place? It was like if you live in Ontario, you know them because they're all over the place. It's not like a Salvation Army, but it's kind of like that. But there's another name to it. But I went in, not Goodwill. That's what I was thinking. But no, it's killing me. I'm not gonna remember tonight. I'll remember. I'll Google it in my next thing and I'll figure it out. Hey, Danny, welcome to the final video. As was said here, the final chapter. This is not my final video, of course. Happy Halloween. I hope not, anyway. But this is the 31st day of horror. Next one is Resurrection. That's a different order you're going in. I actually, can I be honest here, guys? I don't mind Resurrection. People go on and talk about it. It's the be all end all, like, destruction of the Halloween franchise. Yeah, no. Hope you have a good evening there, Dungeon. I have no Halloween parties to go to. Sad, isn't it? I got off work and I expected some kids to show up. But I heard something. No, I guess not. Hey, happy Halloween, Robert. Buster, yeah, I don't mind Buster one. Yeah, this is my Halloween party. Oh yeah, I came home yesterday with a big box of cheesies and some Mars bars, a box of Mars bars, and like and a bag of Reese's, peanut butter cups. I'm gonna have me a feast. For around in January. Oh, big news, by the way. We got to mention this. April Fool's Day, the original, is one of my favorites of all time in the kind of slasher film. And Scream Factory is putting it out. It was been hinted at for a while. They officially announced it today for their Halloween announcement. Scream Factory is putting out April Fool's Day, and I am stoked. Now, tomorrow, right? Like Eureka makes an announcement for 3. Hey, Culture Trini, welcome. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, and ready. It is getting a collector's edition. I'm so excited. It deserves it. It really deserves it. Ah, that's why. Yeah, I got the notice on the Scream Factory titles. Unfortunately, everyone that I needed is out of print, is already gone in my Amazon already. So I'm just going to see what I can do. Oh, you're ahead. You've time traveled, Indy. Oh, perfect. I'm glad that I hope you're able to get some. Oh, Eureka did today? Oh, okay. Let me look at the Eureka announcement. Alrighty. Needless to say, I've been at work and watching films for this particular video. So let's see what their three announcements were. Did I miss something? Oh, there we go. So the Miracle Worker. Okay. Cloak and Dagger. It's not the Dabney Coleman one. It's the Gary Cooper one. All right. And I guess it's a regular release of Cujo, a non-limited edition release of Cujo. So that's, oh, Cloak and Dagger, Fritz Lang. Okay. Well, Cloak and Dagger is interesting. You know, if you missed it on Cujo, that's that's okay. Uh, Nothing to blow you away though, is it really? I don't. My better when my better half gets home, I'll be able to look into like something like that big of a sale. I'll see then if she wants to go for like the Godzilla right away or not. She's a huge Godzilla fan too. She's a kaiju fan. And when it comes to like anime and all that stuff, she knows way more than me. Yeah, actually, I retweeted that, Charles. Severin has some Bruno Mattei films, by the way, guys. That I'm glad Charles mentioned it. That are going into print. So they are actually selling them off, I think, for like $8 each or five for 25. So which is a really great price. So if you're a fan of Bruno Mattei and you like cheesy, schlocky horror stuff, you might want to jump on that before they're to print. As far as I know, doesn't the and what everybody said, the Barnes and Noble sale is going on throughout the month of November, right? I cannot imagine Arrow doing a bad job with the restorations. Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome are like two companies that are really do a. I never worry when I'm ordering from them. I always know I'm going to get quality. And I've been feeling the same way a little bit about Severin recently too. A lot of stuff they put out that some people complain about, but I actually like it. I'll say, look, being in the rain at least kept my hair down for a change. Just after the Criterion Flash sale. I'm excited about Black Friday, actually. I'm excited about the Angel box set. By the way, they announced it. I was right, huh? I get to say this, and I'm going to say it. I know it's insufferable to be the person that says that, but did I not call it? Did I not call it as the Angel trilogy box set when as soon as they announced? I knew you would. As soon as they announced that clue, and people are wondering, but no, maybe it's this other movie. Maybe it's the Vice Academy films. No, it was spot on. The Angel trilogy. I used to be a Barnes& Noble member, but I'm not any longer, William. Where I don't live where Barnes& Noble is, and sometimes he wouldn't let us use coupons online. So that's why we stopped our Barnes& Noble membership. But we had them for about like 3 or 4 years. My wallet is petrified about Black Friday, but I'm excited as well. That's good to gloat. I don't like to gloat much, but over this one I'm super excited. And did you see the box, by the way, guys? It looks utterly fantastic. Uh, with like Angel, it comes open like this, and it surpasses how I thought it was going to look. It looks great. It looks like it's got the original Angel showing on the front, and on the other side of it, it's got the Avenging Angel one. Danush, not really. I guess the first one you can think of as a thriller because there's a serial killer in it. It's hard to explain, but here, let me try it for you. Angel is a girl that's on her own. There's no. Oh, Later, Dungeon. Didn't know you're going, but talk to you later. Oh, it's right though. Have a good evening. And she's a high school student. She lives on her own. Basically, she has a street family. Basically, a bunch of kind of unique, bizarre characters that either work on the streets. One that dresses up as a cowboy. One that is like anyway. So she's to get through to go through high school and to live her life. At night, she's a prostitute. Now, around this time, there is a serial killer that's going around that is killing prostitutes. Angel's life that she's trying to keep secret from her nighttime life, secret from her daytime life, and this serial killer, their paths are going to collide. Not really. Serial Burns is way different than Angel. Angel's a really realistic type of film. But what makes Angel really good are the actors in it. And not just the actors, but the characters, just the characters that they play. It's a very well done film. Avenging Angel is a fantastic little action thriller, and it got Betsy Russell taking over the role of Angel from Donna Wilkes. And I'm a huge Betsy Russell fan. I know you've probably seen her movies like Tomboy and like films like that, and any movie that had Phoebe Cates and she didn't want to do nudity. It was Betsy Russell doing the nudity that Phoebe Cates didn't want to do. I don't know if I would like to see any horror icons go at it, to be completely honest with you. But because I was not a fan of Freddy vs. Jason. Basically because, in my opinion, I'm a huge Friday 13th fan. Jason wasn't in Freddy vs. Jason. There was a guy that looked similar to Jason, sort of, but he was not Jason. Chucky vs. Leprechaun. But if I had to choose any two, I'm going to stay away from the slasher ones. Because I don't think that'll work. Leatherface is a potential for on one side because he's already kind of a good guy. He's not a bad. He's the least bad person in his family. Oh, I would love to see the original Stepfather get a decent release. It needs one. Shout Factory has the rights to it, or they did, didn't they? So I'll go with. We'll go with Leatherface against Babyface, the killer from the Hills Run Red, or I think that's what it's called. It was like a little kind of small independent horror film that kind of was kind of popular. So I'll go with that. We'll do something different. Because Leatherface already has the popularity. We give Babyface some popularity as well. Creepy Mask has, by the way, too. For the Orphan Killer. But the Orphan Killer, though, because you guys know I'm an Orphan Killer fan if you've watched my channel for a long time. I heavily promoted that film, and I actually got to meet the guy that played the Orphan Killer and the director, Matt Farnsworth, and the lead actress, Victor Crowley. That's a nice one to niche. And the lead actress, Diane Foster, right? Yeah. Who is, and I can say this without any doubt at all, one of the most beautiful actresses that I've met in person, and I've met a few. So if you think she looks kind of cute on in Orphan Killer, if you've seen the film, she is stunning in real life, literally stunning. Another actress that really looks better than she does on camera, and she does look good on camera too, is Chris Carpenter. But Diane Foster, 100%. She is utterly gorgeous. I'm loving these here ideas. Dolls versus Puppet Master. Well, that's in the same universe, so they really could do that, Dolls. Because remember, they're going to do Puppet Wars, which was going to be the Puppet Master, Dolls going against Totem and his guys, and there's going to be like a whole series and type of thing. You haven't checked out Orphan Killer yet? They're making, or they've already made, India, I'm not quite sure yet, a part 2. It is a very low budget, slasher film. It is very gory. It has like a hard rock, indie hard rock soundtrack, which comes with it. And some of the acting is a bit iffy, but the lead actress I really enjoyed, and she's like the sweetest person in the world too. Hey, JR, happy Halloween. Actually, literally got home, came down here, took out my coat, came in here, long enough to like paper towel my head, basically. A dual Jello kill-off movie. You got a good idea there, does. Pinner versus Freddy. Oh. Yeah, I think I missed out on him here, actually, guys. Then the Blair versus Barbara Steele. Oh yeah, they're in the same universe. See, before Full Moon, it was called Empire Pictures. That's where Dolls comes from. Charles Band had a couple studios. Technically, yeah, I guess you're right. But it'll be interesting to see. Can you imagine? There's a really good, and it's by I think it's by Larry Cohen. I'm pretty sure it's by Larry Cohen. Masters of Horror episode, Thing versus the Blob. That's a good one. Called Pick Me Up, or Pick Up. Is it Pick Me Up? And basically, it's two serial killers after the same victim. One's a hitchhiker. Pick Me Up. Exactly, dude. That's a great episode, isn't it? One is a truck driver played by Michael Moriarty, who is incredible in everything that he's in. Obviously, it's Larry Cohen. It's Michael Moriarty. Killers has two, yeah. And they both go after the same girl, so they could go in a kind of a vein of like that. You heard Charles Band. I've never met Charles Band. I know Lloyd Kaufman's really nice in person. I've met him. Very smart man, actually. Same Tom Savini. He's an extremely intelligent guy. He's always thinking. There's always something behind the eyes. But yeah, it's a shame. I've heard stuff about Kotiki. That'd be awesome. Kotiki versus Blob, because that is actually. Oh, Lloyd he was really nice, actually. The whole guys from Trauma that I met were actually extremely nice, and I spent a lot of time around their table, way too much probably. But I was buying stuff, so. But they were really, really sweet. I mean, like, we were there for a while. That'll be cool. And my better half was like tired. Like, we've been at the convention like for a large part of the day, and the guy at the table like took a chair out from behind and gave it to my better half to sit down. All Right to Die is a great episode. That creeped me out, actually, really, it did. And probably, I guess, one of the more like controversial ones, along with the one that Joe Dante did about the soldiers coming back to life. Like, I guess those would be the most controversial episodes of that, of the show. There was a comic of that, actually, Carlito. I think Dark Horse put it out. I used to have it at one point. That's Argento's second one, because Jennifer was his first. Jennifer creeped the hell out of me. I did not, I did not realize that Jennifer came from like it come from a comic strip originally. So I'm not going to lie and pretend that I knew. Oh yes, Jennifer from the comic book Jennifer. But I didn't know that. Hey MC, happy Halloween. Well, thank you guys for the great education on this. Dreams of Witch House, I like. You know the one that I've really found any video plan? Not yet, but I am thinking of something. I know we'll be doing a few on Vincent with the. And I'm going to be doing one or two specifically on the limited editions, because I was asked to do that. Oh, have some great food. I'm gonna actually have to go. This is gonna be a short video. I'm gonna actually have to go soon and eat, because I have not ate yet today. I've only had tea. Is the only thing that's in my stomach up to this point. Deer one was a weird one, but I liked it. Oh yeah, I'll get something. Criterion's on a sale, so I got to do a Criterion video. At least a couple. But give me suggestions as well, by the way. Reese's and Hershey's on the menu. I got some Mars bars on the menu, that's for sure. I'm seeing like, oh, scared. Oh, well, scared. Shameless plug on YouTube channel Scared Stiff TV. Check out Brian, Cubic Lover, as an extra in Tinies. Oh, nice. Check. For some reason, it blocked that for a second. So anybody that didn't see that, I wanted to read it out there. I had to unblock that. I hate when they do that on my messages. If I have like a troll or somebody in here, I got to go do it myself. But if somebody sends a legitimate like comment, uh, I gotta unhide it. Like Living Dead Criterion, that is a fantastic film. Look around like for some other places. Monkey Shines is actually a pretty decent film. Did you manage to get the Dark Half? I thought about getting the mod, but so far so good. Oh, I once MC thought about doing like a Q&A video, but where my videos are live, they're almost Q&A already. But I will eventually do one where you can ask things like movie and non-movie related if you want to. Uh, that's something that I have planned. Maybe dive into the AIP library. Ooh, nice thought. Good suggestion, Danny. Because Monkey Shines is a good movie, and Eureka put out like a big edition of it, didn't they? Eureka's put out some really good editions this year. And of course, when December comes, we'll be getting into the holiday horrors and eventually getting in, looking at two. Oh, if everything goes well, I'm still around here. Uh, uh, with my better half gone, I still may get at least. I'm going to try and get weekly streams, or maybe two, like bi-weekly, like twice a week. If there's going to be a third one, I'll let you know. Because I'll be honest, you guys are seriously been great company over this month, especially when I'm on my own. Thank you, Danush. I'm actually very excited to see that. Uh, it's been, yeah. I don't know if I've seen I've seen Wake and Fright, but a long, long time ago, and I've always wanted that one. Though it's one my better half when I watch with me. Obviously, you know why, because she's not watching the kangaroo scene. I'll be excited to see the bag. Don't tell me everything in the package. I probably know, but still, I'll forget. So when I open it up, we'll do an unboxing so that you guys have a package coming. So there should be. I'll be doing an unboxing of that as well. Also tomorrow, I think tomorrow. Let me just check Canada Post just to be sure. Weather's kind of iffy, so it may not come to Monday, but I'll just check. According to Canada Post, I should be receiving a Scream Factory that is going out of print from the first list tomorrow. So I have that too. So I will be here tomorrow to unbox that. So I will be doing a Friday video. I haven't seen Death Warmed Up. I've heard like some great stuff about it from people from New Zealanders. It's the first like real New Zealand horror gore film. I actually really enjoy the Happy Death Day films. I think they're extremely underrated. I love the lead actress. I think her name is Jessica Roth. I think maybe her name. She's the key to that could have been really bad, or it could have been just like an okay film. But I think the fact that she is such a good actress and she makes you actually really feel for the character. I definitely check the second one, Amy. It actually, surprisingly, goes in a much different direction than you'd think, and still maintains, without having to go into a whole mystery aspect. It maintains, so there's a bit of greatness to it. It was originally meant to be a trilogy. Unfortunately, I think the third one is not going to be done now, which is a shame because I would really be interested in seeing what he'd planned for the third film. Because I didn't think that the second film, I didn't think they could do it a second time and make it work, to be completely honest with you. When I heard they were doing Happy Death Day 2, I thought, damn, Happy Death Day is really good. They're going to ruin it by doing a second film. Exactly. That's what I thought, Carlito. I expected a rehash. I expect a complete rehash. But honestly, it was fantastic. It's good when you watch it when you watch a film and the sequel, and it's not doing the exact same thing, but what it's doing seems like, well, yeah, of course, that's the natural progression of the film. That's where they should go with it. I should have thought this up myself. And Happy Death Day to You does that. Never care for Jeepers Creepers. I understand why, and I'm actually interested in seeing that. Well, I have a feeling they're both going to be good. We may be able to do like a joint video on that one, Danuj. But see, already, this is like a Q&A thing. Oh, Daz, check it out. Happy Death Day is actually really good. I come in peace. You leave in pieces. I actually love that film. Dark Angel is the other name for it, which I never knew it as Dark Angel ever until Scream Factory put it. I always knew it as I come in peace. One of the very last action movies before like CGI took over. So when they're running from explosions, hey, it's all right. They're literally running from explosions. Do I what? Come Peace is definitely Bertotto. I can see that actually. Um, Nature of the Beast with Lance Henriksen. It is an awesome film. How do you reverse the Blu-ray DVD cover? Well, you turned around. Or you're asking me, do I reverse? I usually do. If it's got a slip cover, I will reverse it. Unless I really like gorgeously have fallen in love with the cover. It took me a long time to reverse the Howling Blu-ray cover for for Scream Factory because I really loved that cover. I've got parts 3 and 4 here, but I gotta watch them. It's been a while since I've seen them. They came on Sci-Fi recently, I think. Parts 3 and 4. I think Doug Bradley's on them. I too, Daz, I'm looking to pick up some more, like both action and erotic thrillers. Oh, well, Angel, you're gonna get your fix in both there. So the 2 erotic thrillers that came out from Vinegar Syndrome are going to be 2 that are on my list to get. But, well, favorite Satana video? I don't know actually. Maybe the first, though I like them all. I got to rewatch them because I was supposed to do a Western video with Jay, so I'm sure he's forgotten me and has cursed me many times for not having that video done. Strange Circus. I got to check that out. I don't know that one. I'm not sure when Split Second. I've got the 101 Films edition of Split Second, and I got to rewatch it again to see how I feel about it. But I remember really loving it, so I can see myself getting the MVD rewind release of it because that happened with Double Dragon. I watched Double Dragon. Me and Ben Affleck loved it. MVD announced it with a bunch of features. We grabbed it. Adult flick? I don't really know if it's adult. It's adult, but it's also a good film, a good horror film. It's called A Woman's Torment from Roberta Findlay. Now, it's not. You're not going to get like a really good. It's not a sexy film, but story-wise, it's good. Tell you what, I'm going to be doing some Vinegar Syndrome like videos in the very near future, so I will actually dive into Vinegar Syndrome both in all aspects of it, and I'll do it in a respectful way. I do have an Amazon wish list. Tell you what, MC, I will. I'll link my Amazon wish list. It's big. But you, if you want to choose one thing from it, that'd be fantastic. On my next video. So just remind me. What websites do I make? Amazon, to be completely bluntly honest. And if I had to say a second website, it's Vinegar Syndrome. Thank you, and thank you ahead of time. I know if it's okay for me to, if once you do that, to do an unboxing on here. I because I like to do live unboxings. That actually has a really good title because God actually got two. The in the comics one actually has two like feature like smaller like films with it, like adult cartoons is one of them. There's two anyway. They got some great special features on that one. It's an unusual film though. It's okay to be shy. Like you may not, realize this, William, but I actually consider myself to be a pretty shy person. Um, Thank you. Wow. Okay. Again, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a great idea, Amy. Like when I came on here, like I mentioned often, uh, Movie Cave Dave, who did like a lot of like videos, like book unboxing stuff. That he was like one of those guys. He would basically do videos where he would be, he would do unboxing stuff. He wouldn't be in front of the camera. And eventually he got on like live streams and stuff like that. And he actually got in front of the camera and became very, kind of proficient with it. Was really good there. Do some dry runs, do some tests. Find the thing, William, is as long as you're talking about stuff that you really enjoy and you really love, that comes through, and that's what's gonna make a video do good. It's gonna like it. My channel took a long time, and I do mean a long time to get any traction at all because one, I'm not a young, good-looking dude like a lot of like younger people are. Yeah, Amy's right. Don't worry about the views. Too many people get focused on the views, and you get focused on the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Do it for you. Everybody else that sees it, it's a bonus. Because it doesn't matter if you talk to 100 people or like 3 people see your video. If one person sees your video and that sparks them to do something or to buy something or to get something or their interest in something that you love, that you're interested in, then that's worth it. Then that's been completely worth it. That's my thought. But all right, I apologize, but at 53 minutes, you see now 30. Congratulations. I I gotta go because I gotta call my better half before she goes to bed because in Morocco right now it's very very late, and she's actually waiting up for me to call her before she goes to sleep because tomorrow's the wedding and it's a 2-day thing, and I don't think I'm gonna get to talk to her during those days. If I do, it'll be very 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 short. Anyway, so I will put up the Amazon list. Thank you so much, and I will do that tomorrow. I will be making a video tomorrow to unbox that secret title. I'm Aaron. This is the Movie Library. You're the Movie Club, and you guys are utterly, absolutely fabulous and fantastic. Thank you for the 31 days of live horror and for joining me. And hopefully you're back here joining me for more live videos to come. We did it, guys. It's awesome. As far as I know, this is the first time, and you're all part of it. See you tomorrow. It may not be 31 days of horror, but we're doing unboxing, and we'll talk about some stuff. See you then.